You are listening to your auntie's favorite DJ, DJ Tracy Tree.
What the pod? What the pod? What the pod? What the pod?
Welcome back to What the Pod, y'all. My name is DJ Tracy Tree, your auntie's favorite DJ, and now your fairy pod mother. What the Pod is a podcast that recommends new shows for you to listen to, and I thank you so much for joining me on this TGIF Friday. It's been a long week, man. I don't know about y'all, but again, if you was listening to the podcast earlier this week, I'm burnt out, and that's why I'm so tired. So let's jump right into today's show so I can go relax in this California sunshine. The first podcast that I'm checking out is Jill Scott presents J Ill the podcast. Jilly from Philly has a podcast, y'all. How did I miss this? I'm definitely checking out this show ASAP. I didn't know she had a podcast. I'll be listening to the latest episode, and it's entitled You Can't Have It All, or Can You? Jill is discussing relationships with a friend on the episode and even has a call-in line if you want to interact with the podcast, which is super cool. You can call into the line and leave a little voice message, and she can respond to you. So check out Jill Scott presents J Ill the podcast. The second podcast that I'm listening to today is co-hosted by the wonderful Bridget Kelly. I love her and her music. She writes a lot of good music that a lot of people don't notice that she's the pen behind. She also can sing really, really well. I'm patiently waiting on her to drop some new music, and whenever she is ready to drop it, I'm willing to receive it. But while I wait, I'm gonna check out her podcast. It's called See the Thing Is, and the podcast covers pop culture, music, and media through the minds of women. I'll be checking out the newest episode called Glizzy Goblin. Y'all check that out with me today. See the Thing Is with co-host Bridget Kelly. And the final podcast that I'm checking out this week is Reality with King. Now, I love being up to date on all things reality shows, but I honestly don't have any of the time to just sit and binge watch all of those episodes. So the idea of a podcast that's just recapping it all for me is actually really convenient for me, especially if they're using like sound clips and stuff. So I can catch up with it on the day-to-day, just like a podcast, versus having to sit in front of the TV and interrupt my wonderful computer screen time with all of you. So I'm checking out an episode about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and please follow my Spotify playlist to listen along with me. If you are looking on the social media, it's in the description. If you are listening in your ears, it's in my show notes. Please follow me on Spotify and follow this playlist. I've got a long list of all the podcasts that I've been checking out so far. Thank you so much for listening to What the Pod. If you liked any of the podcasts that I picked, share my show with your friends and family, please. Let me know your favorite picks on TikTok. Follow me at DJ Tracy Treece. That's DJ TRICEY. If you love me and my show, then give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'll check back in with y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend. I'll have 3 new podcasts for you to listen to. Have a great weekend, y'all.